Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. It's been quite a while since I've done a video, so I thought I would do one for you today. Today I just wanted to color something from Hannah Lynn's Enchanted Faces. This one is Moon Glow, so I'll be doing that one today. I did this one actually once already. I did it and I posted it on Instagram, but I wanted to do it again because I didn't like the way that one came out. I mean, I liked it enough to post it on Instagram, but I didn't like it enough to where I was satisfied and done with it. So I will do another one today. I have a few ideas for this page, but I'm thinking I want to go with like a turquoise, light aqua, kind of gray theme. I looked through a few color palettes for some inspiration, and I want to do her hair, and maybe her clothes, do them like a turquoise color, and do the background like a black and gray. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. So this one I'm doing for her hair. I'm using my Ohuhu alcohol markers. This is from the 320 set. It's got the chisel nib, or here's the fine end, and then the chisel end. So we'll get started with that. It's been so long since I posted anything on YouTube or Instagram that I just feel I haven't been coloring much either. So I'm like, I need to sit down and color. My plan for this page is to do an alcohol marker base and then go over with some colored pencils. I haven't decided yet if I want to use my Prismas or my Black Widow, but I guess I'll have to look at my swatches and see which one looks better with kind of like what I have in mind, I guess, for this page. I'm pretty excited because I recently joined Hannah Lynn's Patreon page, and so now I get like the exclusive downloads. I did the gold tier so that I could get a free PDF every month as well. So like if you join her, I think it's the gold tier and up, then you can pick a PDF of your choice to download every month, a PDF of one of her coloring books. So this month I got the Whimsy Girls Through the Decades, and then I also purchased some additional PDFs. I got the Mythical Creatures and Steampunk, the Steampunk Darlings. I got that one too. And then I'm really excited to color the monthly page. It is like a New Year fairy. It's really cute. And then her, like the mid-month page it's called Battle Ready. It almost reminds me of like a Viking queen or Viking princess or something. So that's what's been going on. I've been pretty busy. I had to buy some additional storage for my coloring stuff after Christmas because I got quite a few like coloring related things for Christmas. I did do a video on some of the things that I got. I didn't get a chance to do a video on the other stuff that I got from my brother-in-law and his girlfriend. So I might be able to get around to doing that sometime this week. He actually, my brother-in-law got me some really cool, like, he got me a Wonder Woman coloring book and like a anime one, and then some Star Wars ones. So yeah, I can do a video on that, and then, but I was just really, I haven't done any coloring lately or YouTube videos, so I was really like just kind of itching to do it. Oh, but anyway, I was, so I bought additional storage for all my coloring book stuff, and I just bought like the, whatever the Target brand is. Oh, Room Essentials. I brought the Room Essentials 6 cube organizers, and I have this idea that I want to paint the walls in here like a gray, and I want to do black trim, and then I kind of want like all the furniture to be black. So the cube organizers, there wasn't an option for black, only the espresso, and I was okay with that until I put it next to some black furniture, and I was like, oh, you can really tell that's like not black, that's more of a dark brown. So I went ahead and I painted them black, which was a whole nother, that was like an adventure almost. Painting laminate furniture is not easy. It can be done, but it's definitely not easy. I had to buy like a special primer, and then I had to buy the paint for it, and then I thought I was done. So, you know, I'm starting to put all my coloring stuff back. Well, the paint's coming off because I don't know if the primer wasn't adhering well enough or whatever. So I had to take everything back out, and then I had to spray paint it with like a clear top coat, which took a while. And then I had to let it dry. So I finally got everything painted, put away. All my coloring stuff is put away and organized in there. And I really am liking it so far. So that is what I have been up to. And eventually when I get, I think when we get our tax refunds, we're gonna be painting and hopefully installing some different floors in this room. I'm just gonna refer to it as like my studio, because that's essentially what it is. It's not a room that's being used for anything else. We did have a lot of like old furniture in here that we just didn't use, and this room was just kind of becoming like a catch-all room, I guess. Kind of like a junk room, and I'm like, you know, we're never gonna use this furniture. We might as well throw it away, and I might as well make the room into something practical that I can enjoy, I guess. So that is my upcoming plans for the future. I'm sure it'll get busy, you know, I won't have time to do much when I'm doing that. I should just be using the bigger end, because that fine end, if I keep using that, it's gonna take me forever. I am at home all by myself, except for the dogs. Of course, the dogs are here. But my daughters and my husband went to go see Scream 4 in the movie theater. So I get the house all to myself, but here I am cooping myself up in one room. I like it in here. It's quiet, and I got the dogs in the room next door, which is actually my bedroom. and they're just chilling on the bed. So, but when I'm the only one home, they feel the need to be on like high alert, I guess. So any little noise they hear, they will bark. So if you hear barking, I apologize. They're loud and can be really obnoxious sometimes, but we love them, of course. Otherwise, we wouldn't have them. If anyone's wondering, I have 2 dogs. I have like a pit bull mix. We got her from a shelter when she was 1, and the shelter that we got her from was doing like a home for the holidays promotion, so they were waiving all adoption fees for all the dogs adopted before Christmas. So we actually got her for free in 2014. So it's been a while. We did get like a DNA test done on her just because I was curious. She's mixed with Boxer, Miniature Bull Terrier, and Staffordshire Terrier. So yeah, and then we have, so she is what? She's 8. She was born in 2013. My math, I'm not gonna, my math is horrible. Yeah, so she was born December 2013. So she would be 9 in December of 2022. So that would be this year. So she's 8. Oh my God. And then we have like a purebred Old English Bulldog. And if you don't know what an Old English Bulldog, it's essentially an English Bulldog, but they have like shorter or longer legs, and they're supposed to have less health problems than an English Bulldog. And we got her when she was 10 weeks old, so she was just a baby. And she will be 4 or 5. Like I said, my math. Well, she was born in 2018. Yeah, so she'll be 4 in March. And she is just the best, one of the best dogs I've ever had. She doesn't chew on things. She never has chewed on things. I mean, she'll chew on her toys, but she doesn't chew on things that she's not supposed to. She is just such a good girl. My husband's part of a lot of like bulldog pages on Facebook, and man, some of those dogs can be so naughty. But she is just such a good girl. The only time she's ever like chewed on something that she wasn't supposed to is she got a hold of our TV remote for our big TV downstairs, but that's because someone in the house dropped it, and when it was dropped, it accidentally fell in her toy bin. And so, of course, she thought it was a toy, so she chewed on it, and she only got, the only part that was actually ruined was, like, the back of it, you know, where you, like, put the batteries in, and then there's, like, a cover. So that was the only part that actually got ruined on it. So we were able to actually just buy, like, a cover for the remote, and it was fine. But she is just, like, such a good girl. And then we recently bought, like, an indoor Ring camera just so we could kind of see, like what the dogs do while we're gone, and she just kind of sits there. Like, she looks bored. Like, she looks like she wants us to come home, but she doesn't tear anything up. And maybe she has like a little bit of, you know, like separation anxiety. But like I said, she doesn't like hurt or ruin or do anything she's not supposed to. She just kind of sits there and looks bored. But I don't know. But then, like, when we're home, all she really does is sleep. She plays, but sometimes she plays. But most of the time, she is just kind of chilling. So we don't live a very, like, active lifestyle. So having dogs that are not active as well is kind of nice. Finished her hair. I'll probably go and do her skin now. Her hair looks actually way darker on my camera than how it looks in real life. So after I paused my filming, I realized I didn't do this part of her hair down here, so I just did that off camera. But now I'm gonna go ahead and do her skin, and this is also one of my Ohuhu markers. This is the E494 Pastel Peach. So I'm gonna use that for her skin. I hope it's not like too dark. Oh no, this is a good color, a good skin color. I am still working on like my shading of faces and stuff. It just like, it doesn't come natural to me, so it's hard for me to shade skin. I need to watch like a few tutorial videos on it, I think, in order to kind of get it down. It's like, I don't know where I should be putting the highlights and the shading and all that. So yeah, but it'll get better with time. I realized too that lately I've been trying to kind of collect all the Hannah Lynn books, and I haven't really been coloring in them, just collecting them. So I'm trying to kind of set a goal for myself to be coloring these pages more. I'd like to try and do at least one a week for these smaller ones, because this one is it's from the PDF Enchanted Faces. So these are just like the half sheet. It's the pocket size. So she does have a full size available. But I do like these smaller images, especially because I feel like I can finish more. But so I'm gonna try and do like one or two a week. I do have like four days off every week usually. And I try to reserve at least one day for cleaning. Just clean like the whole house and be done with it. So yeah, I'd like to try and get some more pictures colored, because eventually I want to do a video of like all my finished pages, but it's like I don't feel like I have enough right now to do a full video on what I've finished. Pretty much everything I've finished is on my Instagram. Not a lot, especially like because those Johanna Basford pages would take me a really long time to finish, and just because you can't use like a a marker base. And I mean, you can use a marker base, but you can't use an alcohol marker base. And I suppose you could copy the images, but my printer, I don't think takes, like pages bigger than 8.5 by 11. Oh no, I got it right on her wing there. That's okay. I can go over it. Now this is the part that tripped me up last time. I'm going to come back to that because I think this is supposed to be her arm and, well, this is the wing. But I think this part right here is supposed to be her arm, and then the wings kind of fade into, I don't know. But I think I actually have the one that I colored the last time. I think this is supposed to be her arm, not part of the wings. So, I don't know. I'll just go with her, do her face for now. So since I'm talking about Hannah Lynn, the only books that I'm missing now is the Maui Mermaids Around the World, and there was one other one that I was missing. Around the World is her newest one, so I'll get that one shortly. Oh, and the Tattoo Darlings. Whimsy Girls Around the World and Maui Mermaids is the only one I'm missing. And then I am missing the full-size versions of the Sweet and Simple and the Enchanted Faces. But I already have the pocket size, so I'm not sure if I want to get the big ones. So I'm going to be trying to color more Hannah Lynn in the future. And then also I had this idea that I was gonna try and like match her clothes to her hair. So I think I'm gonna do this. If I don't like the way it turns out, I feel like I can always go over it with a darker color, like in pencil. So we shall see. It's funny to me that I'm collecting all the Hannah Lynn books now because I didn't like her stuff when I first saw it. But here I am now. I'm part of her Patreon. Trying to collect all her books. I just really like her pages. I also bought myself a new printer. Me and my husband were, I guess, sharing the printer. I don't know, but it's like every time he would want to use it, there was no ink because I'm always printing my coloring pages off of it. So, so I just bought like a, I bought an HP from Walmart, an HP printer. It was not expensive at all. I think it was $69 for the printer, and then it comes with like 6 months of the HP instant ink for free. So I'm like, sure, why not? So I'm gonna do that, the instant ink thing, and see how I like it, because then I can kind of print however much my subscription allows. I think I signed up for, I didn't realize that you could get whichever tier, like whichever subscription you wanted for free. So I just signed up for the 300 pages a month. I wish I would have signed up for the 700, but that's fine. I feel like 300 is a lot, but I did print, I printed quite a bit with it. I think I might do the other stuff in like a gray. So I'm gonna actually take a look at some finished pages of this so I can see how other people did that part right there, because I don't want to screw it up. So I will be right back. So it looks like people actually did the same thing that I did in my first picture, and then other people did it differently. So I like it better if this is part of her skin, and then it kind of, you know, like fades into the wings. So we'll just kind of do this. There. Except I feel like I need to go over it again. That looks weird on the camera. It looks like it's a completely different color. It's not, I can assure you, it is the same color I've been using. Maybe once it dries up a little bit. So I want to do gray. Maybe I'll pick out my grays and then I will come back and finish the rest of her. Okay, so I picked out my grays. Again, this is from the Ohuhu 320 set. I picked out these two cool grays, zero. We're not focusing here. Here, whoop. There we go, 042 and 041. I don't want to do too much gray in her wings because I do want to do the background gray also. So I don't, like I said, I don't want to put too much gray in her wings. Having a hard time figuring out what I want to do here. Unless I do all her wings gray. Okay, so I'm gonna do her wings turquoise and gray, and then I think a lighter gray will be okay, just because I'm gonna do the background in a dark gray because it's supposed to be like night time, so it shouldn't blend in too much. I know I had mentioned how I'm like collecting all of the Hannah Lynn books. Like I said, the only ones I'm missing is the mermaid one, the tattoo one, Tattoo Darlings, and then Around the World. So if there's anything, if you guys have any requests as far as what I should color next, please feel free to let me know. I would love to do an image at someone else's request, because otherwise I just pick the ones that I like. Or the ones that I'm kind of drawn to. I'm gonna do this part of her wings in the turquoise color because I want to be able to cover up that, what I got in there from the skin. You can still see it, but that, I'm sure it'll come together once. Oh, you know what else? I should have put my glitter gel pens to use in this one too. I have so many glitter gel pens. Oh, there's my dogs barking. I have so many like glitter gel pens that I intended on using in coloring pages as like accents, and I never wind up using them. So hopefully I'll remember to use them this time. I'm trying to alternate grays here. Now the dogs are done barking. Well, I spoke too soon. We'll do these parts. Kind of more towards the inside of the flower. I'll do the darker gray. And then in the outer, I'll do the lighter gray. It feels so good to be coloring again. I feel like I've been missing it a lot. It's hard when you don't have time, but I've also been trying to follow, well, I'm gonna start following, there's 2 different Hannah Lynn groups on Facebook. There's one for like the VIP members, and then one for the Patreon, there's one for the VIP members, and then there's one for just anyone, and I think they do like a weekly color along, so I'm gonna try and start doing those too, just to start actually coloring these pages and not just collecting them. Do her little belt down here. Might wind up making this picture a parts series. I don't know how many parts, but I'll probably do, so do the alcohol marker base, and then I'll do the rest with pencil, which we're almost done with her, with the alcohol marker base. I'll probably do the moon, the lighter gray, because I'll go in with some darker colors later. These are so loud. I did get the, a pack of the brush tip Ohuhu markers. I just got the pastel ones. I wanted to try them out. I haven't decided if I like the brush tip better yet. Yeah, I did get the pastel ones. So I might do Inktense for the background like I did on the other one. We'll start in these smaller spaces down here. Ooh, you know what I didn't think about though? If I do Inktense, I wonder if that's gonna work with the alcohol markers, or how it's gonna look. I guess this will be more of an experiment, or the background will be anyway. Like I learned that it's hard to use like gel pens over Prismacolors, for instance, just because like I think, my dogs again, just because I think that like wax can get into the tips of the gel pens, and then it makes them not work or whatever. And now there's an airplane flying over my house. Lots of noise. I know the last time I was trying to do a video, I don't know if I posted it or not. We had just gotten some snow, so the snow plows were out, and they are very loud. We live in southeastern Wisconsin, so we had snow and really cold weather. I think, so today is like a high of 8 degrees. It's not fun. I don't like the cold weather at all. I would much rather have it be like summer or spring all the time, but this is kind of where me and my husband have jobs, and we probably won't be going anywhere, so I gotta suck it up. But yes, I hate the cold. I took my dogs out today. We don't have a fully fenced in yard, so we do take them out on their leash, and by the time London decided to go to the bathroom, my hands were like frozen. So that, oops, sorry, bumped my camera. Well, my phone, because that's what I used to film. I did buy a camcorder. I didn't like it, so I took it back. And then my husband, I just had like an iPhone 13, just the basic iPhone 13. And then my husband surprised me one day and got me the iPhone 13 Pro Max for my YouTube videos, which I'm super stoked about. So this is actually the first video that I'm filming on my new iPhone. All right, that's done. I think I'm gonna do this part in black, just the, or I don't know, maybe I'll go with, I don't know. Yeah, we'll just do black. I have this little dot here because, like I said, this is a PDF version, and it doesn't quite print exactly like half and half. I can actually, I'll show you guys. One of the other ones, I don't know if it's just my printer or what, but it doesn't exactly print half and half. See, so like around here. So I just cut it off to kind of make the entire border even. So I am gonna get my black marker, my black alcohol marker, and I'm gonna go around the edge. So now I don't know how you guys store your alcohol markers, but this particular set does not come with like those little things in the, I don't know what they're called. It doesn't come with the little like dividers in the bottom. So it's kind of hard to organize them. Like I tried my best to organize them by color, but it's still really hard to find the exact color that I need sometimes because they're not in like a distinct order. I don't want that to bleed right there. And so sometimes it's kind of time consuming to find the color that I'm looking for. So I was thinking of buying a couple of those, like the ones that I store my pencils in, like the BT Sky ones, I think they are on Amazon. They have ones where you can just put one pencil in each slot, and then they have some that can fit more than one pencil. So I was thinking of buying one of those. Well, I would need a couple of them, and that's the problem. I don't know if I want to spend that kind of money on some cases, because they're like $30 a piece, and then I would need like 3 of them in order to fit all these alcohol markers. But the only thing, like, then they'd be in order so that I could actually find what I need when I'm looking for it. So otherwise I don't know how to store them. I like the case that it comes in. I like the case that these ones come in, but like I said, it's just so hard to find the color that I'm looking for because they're not, I tried to put them in there as best I can, but there's only like 6 different dividers in there. So if you have any suggestions as to how I can keep these markers organized a little bit better, please let me know. Also, I want to finish some of these Hannah Lynn pictures because once I get my studio painted and all of that, you know, floors, paint, if I need additional furniture or anything like that, once I do that, I want to start framing some of my favorite coloring pages and hang them on the wall. think that'd be cool. These small ones too could probably fit in a 5x7 frame. Oh yeah, so that black dot there, I was measuring how much border was on the outside so that I could make it all even and cut it. Almost done with this part. Sorry, this is probably boring for you guys to watch. I'm just coloring a black border, but that's fine. There's a fast forward button. Sorry, dogs. My dogs. Love them to death. But they sure are loud. Pretty soon I have quite a few days off of work. My husband and I were talking about going to Arizona, so I had requested that time off, but now with the new Omicron variant and COVID and kind of sprouting back up, I'd rather not travel. So I do have some time off. Hopefully it'll give me time to do some videos, more videos. All right, so she's all done with alcohol marker anyway. I'm gonna pick out my pencils and then we can get into some shading and blending. I'll be back. So after filming, I actually decided that I would split this video up into parts because otherwise it would have been extremely long. So this is part 1, and I'll see you guys in part 2. Thanks for watching.